This entertainment and society news segment of the Suburban Radio Hour is brought to you by Olmecs and the Civilizations of the Gulf of Mexico, a fascinating exhibition that lifts the veil on the mysterious, earliest known civilization in Mesoamerica. Presented at the Point Acaliao Museum until September 15th.
And welcome back to Suburban Radio Hour. It's Beryl Wiseman, editor of the Suburban, with my great friends and colleagues, Anthony Bonaparte, features editor, Mark Littbetter, sports editor. And it's time for everything you need to know in entertainment with Mike Cohen and his preview of this coming Saturday's Suburban Family Day. Mike, what have you got?
Well, thank you, Beryl, and good to be back on CJD, the Suburban Radio Hour. Well, first off, I just want to talk about the Contact Theater Group. The Meta-nominated production of The Reefer Madness was one of their most recent productions. Right now, they've got Spring Awakening, a poignant coming-of-age musical where a group of adolescents navigate the tumultuous waters of puberty and sexual awakening. And it's on right now at the Monument National till June 15th. Please go to Suburban On Air, to Cohen in the City. You could see my interview with David Marino, who's the star. David Marino, who we know from La Voix, terrific young man. And he's one of the starring roles, and Ali Broomer, the producer. All the details are there. Also, you'll be able to read about it in our FYI magazine. Earl Pinchuk and Gary Blair, the co-founders of the Art for Healing Foundation, recently received the Governor General Award, Meritorious Service Decoration from the Governor General herself, Mary Simon. Now, these two gentlemen created Art for Healing 22 years ago. It's an amazing organization where basically they were visiting a friend and at a hospital until he passed away, and they noticed it was very dreary. So they basically put together a foundation where beautiful works of art can appear in medical institutions and give everybody a bigger smile on their face. So congratulations to Gary and Earl. Terrific. And finally, Point Claire native Andrea Conway, she's turned her kidney transplant journey into a play in By Our Side. She and Wayne Doba mix a story about kidney failure and organ donation with tap dance, comedy, and digital technology. It's part of the Montreal Fringe Festival, and shows go until June 15th. So go to the Montreal Fringe website to find out more. And now we go to preview of Suburban Family Day coming up with June 15th. And I'm interviewing a couple of the performers, Jordan Sugar, Rachel Dara, and Michael Abramovich. Spoke to them earlier this week. And let's go to that interview right now. Well, it's a pleasure to have with me on CJAD three fantastic musical performers. I have pop star Jordan Sugar over here, Rachel Dara with the guitar, and Michael Abramovich with the saxophone. And why are we talking to the three of these people? Because on June the 15th, rain date the 16th, they're going to be at Centennial Park in Beaconsfield for the big Suburban Family and Pet Fair Day performing. And so I'm going to start off with Jordan to my right, who's just been in Las Vegas, and you're going from Vegas to Beaconsfield.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, I always come back home, so why not?
That's right. Yeah. And how was it in Vegas?
It was a lot of fun opening up for CeeLo Green, and it was just a magnificent experience.
And right next to you is your friend Rachel Dara from Côte Saint-Luc, downtown Côte Saint-Luc. Rachel's a teenage singer on the rise. Rachel, what can we expect to hear from you in Beaconsfield?
Well, you could expect to hear a lot of stuff that I don't have out yet. You could expect to hear all my 6 tracks that I've got released, and I'll be performing with a band called Clandestiny as well. So,
oh yes,
to hear a lot.
That's right. So, how's the career going? Because you're just finishing up high school right now. Bialik High School. Herzliya. Sorry, I was almost right. And so, you're gonna have more time in the summer to perform.
Totally. I'm planning on working on music. I'm planning on meeting a whole bunch of cool artists, working on writing and performing, and yeah.
All right. And we're actually at Willingdon Elementary School today, where Jordan just performed, and we had a surprise performer, Michael Abramovich, who is an outstanding saxophonist. And Michael, what tunes can we expect to hear from you in Beaconsfield? Come on over, Michael.
Look, Mike, I have a couple of multiple sets from 10, 15, 30 minutes up to, I don't know, it's endless. For this one, for 30 minutes program that Oliver offered me, yeah, I will probably create something new. Not what I had, I want to play something new. But it always jazz, pop tunes. We understand probably it will be a lot of people, so we have to be happy. Yeah. And this is our role, yes?
Right.
That's
yes.
it. Right.
Yeah.
Michael, what was it like to perform sort of on the same stage as Jordan Sugar? I don't think you've seen Jordan before.
It was a pleasure, what I will tell. And here, near young girls, sure, I feel very good. And say truth, what I was really amazed to see kids, faces of kids. I took a video, I never saw such happy faces and singing with their future star, let's say.
Well, people have a
Who
real
knows?
treat. They're gonna have a real treat listening to Michael. I could listen to him all day on the saxophone. So, Jordan, what can we expect to hear from you in Beaconsfield?
Yeah, all my 8 songs that are out, we're going to be performing some covers also, so everyone's familiar with them. And just a fun time, high energy, and it's summer, so bring the summer high.
And Rachel Dara, you've gotten to know Jordan, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I definitely have. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, she's a great person, a great artist, and it's fun hanging out with her and listening to her. And you should totally get to know Jordan too.
I think people are not only want to listen to Rachel Dara, but they're gonna want to just chat with her. You're so mature beyond your age. You're such a great conversationalist. Do we owe that to your dad, Jason?
Thank you so much. I mean, shout out to my parents. I guess I picked it up from them. But I love talking to people. I can talk your ear off. But if you want to hear me talk, come out to Beaconsfield on the 15th, and you'll get to hear me sing and talk.
Exactly. Well, come out. They'll be probably performing in the afternoon. It's going to be a great show. There's many others. If you go to thesuburban.com and just click Suburban Family Day, you'll see my story where I preview all of the singers that are going to be there, and it's going to be great. So back to you, Beryl.
Thanks, Mike. That was Mike Cohen with entertainment news. Hope to see many of you this coming Saturday, this Saturday on June 15th at Centennial Park in Beaconsfield. I'm Beryl Wiseman. Now it's time for best weather specialist in town, our own Stephen Bellina, Suburban Weather. Steve, what are we looking at?
Good evening, Montreal. I'm Stephen Bellina, and this is the Suburban Weather Minute. We had our first heat wave of the season this past week. Temperatures set record highs on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. A heat wave defined by Environment Canada as 3 consecutive 30 Celsius or higher days. Temperatures reached 30.8 on Monday, 31.4 on Tuesday, and 31.7 on Wednesday, almost 90 degrees on Wednesday. And that was followed by a series of cold fronts and an upper level low beginning Thursday in the warm, humid temperatures that produced some heavy rainfall across the city. Rain and showery conditions persisted into the Grand Prix weekend, unfortunately dampening some of those events. As we look ahead, we see skies begin to clear out early in the week ahead, and temperatures are going to return back to at or above normal. All indications continue to be that we are going to have a very warm and humid summer. Temperatures are expected to be above normal through June, July, and August, and even into September. And on that note, hurricane season started in the Atlantic Basin on June 1st, and forecasters are anticipating a very active hurricane season. Water temperatures are extremely warm across the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean, and the southern portions of the Atlantic Basin. So what that means is about 17 to 25 named storms, of which 8 to 13 are expected to become hurricanes, and 4 to 7 become major hurricanes. It's category 3 or higher. Now that has implications on the weather in eastern Canada, because as water temperatures continue to warm in the Atlantic, these storms are coming much further north and are remaining much stronger. So they pose a threat to portions of Atlantic Canada, especially Nova Scotia, as well as Newfoundland and even southern and eastern Quebec. Southern Quebec is no stranger to some strong storms. We've had some heavy rainfall and strong winds over the years from them. And on a final note, D-Day was June 6th, the 80th anniversary. If you'd like to read about the most important weather forecast, arguably in history, concerns D-Day, you can go to my blog at thesuburban.com under the blog tab, the Suburban Weather page. Until next time, I'm Stephen Bellina.
Thanks, Steve. And we'll be back with Mark Ledbetter in sports on the Suburban Radio Hour. But now, let's check in with the CJD Traffic Center.
This entertainment and society news segment of the Suburban Radio Hour is brought to you by Olmecs and the Civilizations of the Gulf of Mexico, a fascinating exhibition that lifts the veil on the mysterious earliest known civilization in Mesoamerica. Presented at the Pointe à Cagliari Museum until September 15th.